Hello. Have you ever wondered if electric shocks from fences can have serious effects on animals? Is there a way to minimize these dangers while still being effective? Share your thoughts as you follow this content. Have you ever wondered what animals can learn from these electric shocks? When they come into contact with an electric fence, their bodies experience a strong shock that causes a mild electrical current to pass through them. Look at this giant moose succumbing to the electric fence. I would still think that the current applied to the fences would be the same. But dairy cows with their smaller bodies only need a small jolt to keep them under control. Beef cattle need much stronger jolts because of their huge muscles. But this current is harmless to animals. This is because the power of the electrical pulse is adjusted to suit the size and species of animal you are raising. Small animals will only feel a mild jolt, while larger animals will experience a stronger pulse. Electric fences can be used not only for farm animals, but also for gardens, like in this video where the owner used it to protect the garden from bears looking for honey. Areas like California and Texas have widely used bear-proof electric fences, up to 5,000 volts. How electrical conditioning works is most clearly seen in a video with a bear. This video is not from Poland, but is part of an experiment to condition bears. In the experiment, a carcass was connected to a battery. This was to reduce contact between the bear and the hunters, at least according to the official explanation. Horses are very sensitive animals, especially susceptible to electric shocks. That's why in Nevada areas, people often adjust the shock level for horses to a lower level, only about 2,000 volts. When horses are exposed to the shock, they immediately associate the unpleasant feeling with the fence and will stay away from it. The use of electricity in livestock containment is actually an effective method of controlling animals without causing harm to them. Electric fences help to deter animals from entering livestock areas. They also help to maintain the safety of livestock without having to resort to more drastic measures. Electric poles that resemble strange old trees easily attract these animals. When a calf is electrocuted by an electric fence, the stress is real.
Not gonna like it.
Some people believe it helps train them to avoid danger, while others worry that it can harm their development. Comment 1 if you think this practice is harmless. Conditioning is not permanent. If the fence is not maintained and the electric pulse is not reapplied, the animal will eventually forget the unpleasant sensation and may accidentally touch the fence without receiving a shock. This reduces the effectiveness of the system, especially in wilderness areas like Montana, where regular maintenance is required. According to sources, the installation of electric fences has reduced red fox invasions by up to 80%. On some farms in the US Midwest, after installing electric fences, the number of red fox egg thefts has decreased from an average of 10 per month to 3. A typical example is a monkey that escaped and immediately climbed up an electric pole. Although it was electrocuted and fell, fortunately it was not seriously injured. After being cared for at the zoo, the monkey made a full recovery and is now healthy again. The current in a fence is not the same as the current in a high voltage power line. Look at these chimpanzees climbing freely without realizing that they are stepping into danger. The shocking truth is that they can pay a heavy price for their carelessness. To prevent such accidents, power poles can be covered with materials that are not easily climbed, such as smooth metal plates or mesh. While it can help protect the area and prevent animals from entering, it is undeniable that its effects on animal health and development need to be carefully considered. Share your opinions and discuss to find the optimal solution. Hit the follow button to find interesting things in the next episode. From the arid grasslands of Texas to the frigid plains of Montana, the longhorn herd is facing a serious crisis. Unpredictable weather patterns have paved the way for disease outbreaks that threaten hundreds of longhorn cattle. In Texas, where the longhorn herd is most prevalent, the winter of 2024 saw several cold snaps with temperatures dropping below 20 DEGF, weakening the cattle's immune systems. Meanwhile, the summer saw extreme heat waves, with temperatures reaching 110 DEGF, creating favourable conditions for bacteria and viruses to thrive. These changes have exposed the cattle population to foot and mouth disease, FMD, a dangerous disease with an infection rate of up to 100% if not controlled promptly. According to the Texas Livestock Association, more than 200 longhorn cattle have shown signs of infection in the first 3 months of the year. Common symptoms include high fever and lesions on the mouth, legs and hooves, which weaken the cattle and prevent them from eating and moving normally. Economic losses are inevitable when they are removed from the food supply chain. In Texas, home to more than 273,000 Texas longhorn cattle, ranchers face major challenges due to unpredictable weather and the risk of disease outbreaks. To protect their herds, they monitor weather forecasts at least twice a day, especially during the winter and rainy seasons when sudden temperature changes can weaken the cattle's immune systems. Reinforced barns keep the temperatures stable in the winter at 60 to 68 DGFF, while ventilation systems help cows avoid heat stress in the summer. Diets have also been adjusted, with hay and roughage increased by 10 to 15% in the winter to provide adequate energy. In addition, more than 90% of the herd needs to be vaccinated against FMD on a regular schedule to reduce the risk of foot and mouth disease spreading. Veterinary agencies have implemented a series of inspections and established quarantine areas to limit the spread. Many large farms in Texas have had to quarantine their entire herd for 14 days to control the disease. Are these measures enough to protect the longhorn herd from the threat of extreme weather and disease? Share your thoughts in the comments. While Texas ranchers battle disease and extreme weather, Florida farmers are facing another threat in the skies: millions of wild parrots. They have become an invasive crop-destroying species, destroying wheat fields and orchards. Florida is home to at least 42 species of parrots, with more than 12 million parrots, with the most serious threats being the yellow-crested, blue-crested and rainbow-crested cockatoos. These parrots can appear in flocks of 50 to more than 500, creating surprise attacks that drown out farms and destroy entire crops in just a few days. They nest on rooftops and power lines and leave thousands of fecal deposits every day, causing pollution. The economic damage is significant. In Florida alone, black-headed lion parrots cause an estimated $61 million in damage to agriculture, especially grain crops, each year. Local governments spend an estimated $3,200,000 a year to control the invasive species, from sonic deterrence and protective netting to controlled trapping and culling. But these measures are only temporary, as during the breeding season, black-headed lion parrot populations can increase 10 to 15 times in just a few months. Faced with the serious damage caused by parrots, Florida authorities have deployed many trapping measures to control the number of invasive species. Particularly in the agricultural areas of the southern part of the state, farmers have used glue traps placed in the fields to catch parrots. These glue traps are coated with a special adhesive compound that is strong enough to hold parrots when they land, but does not cause serious injury. It is designed to work effectively in hot and humid weather conditions. During the peak trapping season, each farmer can catch hundreds of parrots, helping to minimize crop damage. However, Florida laws must be clear to prevent overhunting. Remember, it's ethical to never consume or sell a diseased longhorn for human consumption. What about parrots? Farmers are fighting back, but is there a better way? Leave your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more real-life invasive species stories from
These approaches have been great at stopping the spread of some invasive species. Got any ideas for even better solutions? Drop your thoughts in the comments so we can all dive into it together. Thanks for sticking around and watching the whole video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And hey, be sure to tell your friends about us too so they can check it out. Bye and see you in the next video.